If you're watching this video, you're probably some type of online coach, consultant, creator, something along those lines, and you're wondering what the best funnel you can run is for your high ticket mentorship. So in this video, I'm going to show you the top 3 simplest funnels you can run as an online coach selling a high ticket mentorship. My goal by the end of this video is to help you understand each of the 3 funnels in depth, which we'll get into later, but in depth to the point to where after watching this video, you can take everything I teach you and go build your funnel properly right away. So if you're not already aware of what a funnel is and why it's kind of important, when selling to your audience, you can't just say, yo, buy my mentorship, right? That's too straight up. You can't really do that. It doesn't work. So instead, we have to take our audience through each step in the funnel so that their only option is to buy from us, right? Again, we'll get into the depths of everything later, but an overview of what this will look like is number 1, top of the funnel, we need to get our audience aware of who we are and aware of our product, right? So say someone's scrolling on Instagram, YouTube, they come across our video, now they're aware of who we are, right? From there, we need to get them interested in who we are and what our product is. We need to get them to consider buying our product. We need to have them have intent to buy our product. We need to get them to evaluate other options for other mentorships, things like that in the same niche, and then come to the conclusion that ours is the best, so they go ahead and purchase ours, right? That equals money. Same thing down here, very similar. We need to get our audience to know, like, and trust us. So they see us, they know us now. We need to get them to watch our videos and like us, and then watch enough content to where they actually trust us and then go ahead and buy from us. So this is just a quick overview, but I'm going to show you guys the top 3 simplest funnels you guys can run as a high ticket coach in the online space right now. Number 1, we're going to start with the VSL funnel. So this is basically going to get your audience to watch a video from you, which is going to be your VSL, with the goal being to get them to book a call at the end of watching your video. Okay, and this funnel works wonders. I've used this before. This is an actual good funnel. In under 2 weeks for one of my clients, we got 98 qualified booked calls and closed over $34,14,000 cash collected so far. And not even all the 98 calls have been taken yet. This was in 2 weeks, as you can see, February 26th to March 11th, $34,14,000. And this is for one of my clients who is in a broke niche with prospects who have a very low attention span, right? But we still managed at decent numbers, pretty decent. And if this was a different niche, for example, like trading, Amazon FBA, whatever, the cash collected would be tripled at least, because these guys are honestly broke. But I know some of you guys are thinking, no one's going to watch my whole entire VSL or let alone book a call with me. I'm going to show you within this next section why you're wrong and why that way of thinking is literally keeping you broke. Okay, so there's 2 different ways that we can run this VSL funnel. The first way is going to be just the straight VSL. So the audience will get sent directly to our VSL page. The pros with this is that we are going to get higher quality leads, but the cons is that we are going to get less leads. Okay, so this is good if you have a ton of traffic, because this will give you more high quality leads and leave out the tire kickers, but you just need to make sure you have a good VSL, like an actual good VSL, so that it actually does the job and converts people into leads and they actually apply after watching the video, right? The second way we can run this is an opt-in page first. So we'll gather the leads information before they can watch our VSL. This is also known as a squeeze page. The pros for this is that we're going to get more leads, of course, because it's less friction, but we're going to get lower quality leads. So if you don't have a ton of traffic, this will be good for you, because this will give you more leads to play around with. And also a good way to frame this is as a free training, which lets the audience know that if they give us their information, they're going to get closer to whatever it is that they want. So we're going to start over here with the opt-in side of things. This is an opt-in page I built out for one of my clients, basically calling out the ICP, showing them, oh, here's this cool effect you can use to make this amount of money. Sign up here and I'll give you this free training, basically, right? It's showing them that they can learn this method to get more money. They want to give us their information so that they can learn that, right? Now, this is going to send them to the VSL page right away. The other way that you can run this, of course, which I just showed you, is the straight VSL, which instead of having this opt-in page, you're just going to go directly to the VSL page. I hope that makes sense. One way is just opt-in page first. The other way is just straight VSL, but the opt-in page literally sends back to this page as well. So you can run both of these at the same time if you wanted to. But as you can see, proper headline, VSL, and then application below. So you can do either an application or you can do just straight to book a call. So you could put a calendar here if you wanted to. What I will say though is if you're getting under 500 to 700 page views a month, I would just use straight to book a call. If you're getting over 700 page views a month, I would do application to book a call, just because if you have a calendar here and you get a ton of traffic, it's like you are going to get a lot of low quality leads booking in calls, which doesn't leave room for the higher quality leads to actually book in calls. So your calendar is going to be flooded if you have a lot of page views, but if you have under, just put the calendar. If you have over 700 page views a month, you can put just the application first to filter out leads a little bit better. Another thing I will say is that if the lead watches the video and doesn't apply, if you're doing these straight VSL, so this right here, if you're doing these straight VSL, as I showed you, you're going to get less leads, but you're going to get higher quality. What happens is if they don't apply, you're going to lose this lead, and you can't really do anything other than continue to post content and hope that they come back, right? But on the other hand, if you're doing the opt-in, you still have their info. So you can dial these people. Like, say, for example, they watch this video 3 minutes through and they don't decide to apply or book a call, right? It's fine, because remember, they opted in first. So now you still have their information. We can still dial them. Sometimes people need like a quick 10 to 15 minute conversation over the phone to get them on a call rather than like a 10 plus minute VSL, right? You can book in a ton of calls just by calling people who only watched like 3 minutes through and then fell off, if you just have a conversation with them, right? But this is also where the con comes in. Like, a lot of these people will not really be interested, and you will talk to a lot of tire kickers, because at the end of the day, they're kind of opting in for free training. So it's like they might not really just want the mentorship, right? That's the con. But this is a pro. You still have their information. You could still book a lot of calls this way. So super simple, more case studies, super simple, basic landing page for VSL. And then of course the application, right? If you're running the application, I would run it kind of like similar to how I'm about to show you right now. If you're running book a call, it's literally just book a call. It's super simple. But if you're running the application, on your form, you want to have some type of qualifying question when it comes to money. So we kind of ask these people like, hey, if you're able to reach your goals, if we have what you want, like how much would you have to invest into your business and the mentorship right now? Something along those lines. We give them a few options. If they answer that they have under $500, we'll automatically unqualify this person through logic on Typeform, and we'll just send them automatically to this page, thank you page, with, quick nurture video, Q&A, and then more student inner circle wins, right? If they are qualified though, so if they have over $500, that's their answer, we'll send them to a calendar to where they can book a call. So as you can see, we're filtering out these leads over here because they're kind of broker, right? And we get a lot of traffic. So that's why I have this application on hand in this funnel. But we're sending the unqualified people over here. Qualified people we send to the calendar so we can get some higher quality leads on the calendar with less friction. And then after they book a call, same exact page, except this wording is just a little bit different, right? Super simple. And then from there, we're going to dial both the people who applied and people who booked a call. So dial these leads using our script. If they're unqualified, if they booked a call, we're going to cancel their appointment in our Go High Level or Calendly if you're using that. If they just applied and didn't book a call, we're just going to add the tag unqualified to them, and automations will fire and get them all set up. And we'll also send them free resources as well. If they are qualified and they booked a call, we're just going to go into Go High Level and confirm their appointment, or Calendly, whatever you have set up. If they applied and you call them, they're qualified, we're going to book them in manually through the phone, right? And then after this, of course, they're booked on the call, they're qualified. We'll run through the sales process with them. We're going to bring this lead through the entire sales process, which I will break down in a different video. I'll leave that in the description if you want to check that out. But as you can see, super simple. That's the VSL funnel. Like, we just ripped through that super fast. Very, very simple, honestly. Main point, you want to just make sure you get this part right. If you want to have a Typeform, an application, or a calendar. And then number two, you need to make sure that this is good. Good. Make sure your VSL is actually good and structured correctly. And this funnel rips. It does really good. You can market this as a free training and then market this as just the mentorship. I like to put these inside of my YouTube bios for my clients and stuff like that. We get a lot of traffic through these and a lot of closes. A very, very good funnel to run. Very simple. From here, we'll move on to the free community funnel. So this is funnel number 2. The overview of this is basically we're going to get our audience to give us their information, kind of similar to the opt-in page over here, right? But instead of bringing them to a VSL, we are going to get them to join a free community so that we can nurture them and then upsell them within that community. So we're going to have our traffic sources, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and we're going to send these people to a free community, whether it's school or Discord or whatever else you have set up. But before they can join the community, we need to collect their information with a landing page and a form. So if you're using school, they're already going to have like an integrated landing page and a form you can use. But if you're using Discord, or if you want to just create your own for whatever reason, if you don't like schools, you can create your own, and you're going to want it to look something similar to this. So you're going to want to keep it very simple and easy to join. Obviously, keep it like very low friction, but you're going to want to make the page look nice. Have a super quick 2-minute VSL, like 2 minutes or less, which will qualify these leads and get the right type of people inside. So also along with that, having a nice description of what they're going to get, just like a list of value, just spam value, all the things you have. And then once they apply, have a form with they need to fill out their name, their phone number, and their email. Okay. Now, instantly after they fill out this information and go ahead and join the school or the Discord, we're going to have 4 ways to book them on a call. Number 1, we're going to send them an automatic email, kind of just like asking them why they joined. Same thing with SMS. Same thing with the auto DM on school if you're using that. On Discord, it's not really the same. But through these, we're going to send these to the setter, right? Email, SMS, auto DM on school. We're going to have a setter carry away this conversation, try and qualify this lead, and book them on a call if they're qualified. Along with this, you can also add them to the newsletter, which is like kind of an infinite sequence of trying to get them on a call as well. But here's 4 ways, really 3 ways to get them to the setter. If they're qualified, book them on a call, of course. Same thing with dialing. So we have their phone number, right? So what we can do is we can call these people. We can have our dialers call these people within 5 to 10 minutes of them applying, and basically have them ask like why they joined. We'll try and qualify them and try and book them on an appointment if they're qualified and interested right here, of course. 2 extra ways we can do this as well. So this is kind of instant, but these ways are like more over time. Number 1, we can do announcements and posts. So announcements will be on Discord, posts will be kind of on school. You're going to want to post a lot of value instead of just trying to sell your audience all the time. Because if you think about it, like if you're just posting a bunch of selling information all the time, it's like these people aren't really going to check the announcements and posts because they're not incentivized to, because you're not providing value. But if you're providing value all the time, these people are going to get like FOMO inside their heads, like, yo, I need to check this value, right? So they're going to come back all the time, check. You can promo mentorship every now and then, get some booked calls through here as well. Also, you can do free calls, whether you're like Q&A or webinar style. We'll get into this in the next section, in the next funnel. I'll show you guys over here. But yeah, both these ways are also good ways to book a call. Now, driving traffic. So we have the community, we have the instant ways of booking calls. We have this all set up, but how do we drive traffic into this community onto this landing page, right? We're going to use YouTube, Instagram, and Meta ads again. So the mistake that a lot of people make is that they market the community as just like, yo, join my free community. Now, the problem with this is that you're going to have a very low conversion rate and no one's going to end up joining. So the solution for this is, before you start promoting the community, we need to drive traffic to a central asset, or else no one's going to join. Like no one's going to join the group just like for the sake of joining the group. I mean, unless they're like diehard fans or something like that, which you might get. But for the general public, we need to have a central driving asset to drive these people into the community, right? So we need to have some sort of free asset or something that is exclusive that you're only giving away inside of the community. So here's 4 examples I have for you guys. You can do free guides or breakdowns. So like a free guide on whatever it is in your niche. Say you're doing trading. Here's a free guide on how to become profitable, right? Same thing for free live and pre-recorded masterclasses. So if you're like talking to somebody of high value, or you're doing like a group call, you can say, yo, join my community and I'll send you guys this. Or you can do like a webinar style, yo, we're doing a Q&A call today, join up, right? Also, one-on-one access to you and experts is another great way to get people inside. So one-on-one access to you, you can say something like, yo, I'm DMing you guys for the next 24 hours, answering your questions, join up to get access to text me, something like that. Or if you have an industry leader joining your community, to maybe hop on a call. Like say, for example, you are in a sales community and Andy Elliott is coming to speak inside your community, you can market that and get a ton of people to join. Yo, Andy Elliott is coming to speak in my community, join up to get access to him and talk to him, whatever, right? Experts, very good way to get people inside. Also, community and network. People love community and networks. If you kind of just market it as, yo, there's a ton of people winning inside of here, inside your niche, join up, you could talk to them. People will join. People love communities. and networking with people, right? So the bare minimum, one of these has to be your selling points for your marketing community or for marketing your community to get people to join. Best case scenario, you're going to want all 4 or as many as possible, at bare minimum, at least 1. Okay, now traffic strategies. So now we know how to like get traffic, but what are like the actual strategies on each different platform? So on YouTube, every YouTube video, you should have the free community link down below and a CTA at least 2 times within your videos. So the best way to CTA is like anytime you mention giving away a free resource, just mention to the viewers that to get this free resource, they must join your free community, right? So now it's like they could just click below and it's like the free resource is there, but now you don't have their information. So instead, we're getting them to join the free community first to get the asset. That way, of course, we can go back up here. We have all these selling points to where we can get them on a call, basically. Super simple on YouTube. Instagram, same thing. You're going to use your central assets, but it's going to be in a different way. You can do like reels where people have to drop a comment for a keyword like CTAs on your reels for the free asset. You can use ManyChat. So when someone drops a keyword in the comments, it will basically respond to their comment saying, check the DMs, and it will send them the community into their DMs. You're basically just putting all of your free resources you have, like the ones I mentioned above, so that whenever someone wants something from you, they have to join your community to get it. That way you get their information, basically, right? So you're basically gatekeeping these resources. You're giving them away, but you're just gatekeeping them behind your community, right? Another good way, another good traffic strategy is ads, of course. So for paid ads, you can run them directly to your free community, your landing page, whatever, but you're going to want to make sure that your systems and sales team is locked in before running paid ads for your free community. If you're spending like, let's say $7 per joiner, for example, but your systems or sales team sucks, it's going to be hard to get a positive return on ad spend. I'll show you a quick tip on how to improve this in just a second. Also, with ads to free community, the return on ad spend might not come right away. So you'll most likely have to be a little bit patient before you start seeing the return on investment. Like say you spend, like $1,000 to get a decent amount of people in, you might not make that $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 back right away. But once these people get nurtured inside your system a little bit, through your emails, your messages, the setters talk to them for a while, it's like they are eventually going to turn into buyers, right? So you're just going to have to be like a little bit patient. It's not going to be direct return on ad spend, return on investment. It's going to take a little bit of time. You need to be patient, right? But that's why I say lock in your systems first before you run ads to make sure you're actually converting people before you start spending money when you're not even converting people, right? Extra tip, like I just told you I was going to tell you right here. Another thing that you're going to want to do to help the sales team perform better is create an automation for whenever someone signs up or submits the form. So you're going to have an automation whenever someone fills out their name, email, phone number. It's going to send a message to Discord or Slack, wherever you host your sales team. You could do Zapier or Go High Level Automations, whatever it is. But have it say something just like, yo, this lead needs to be dialed now. The name, the email, the phone number. This way, it's easier for the dialers to get these leads or get to these leads within 5 to 10 minutes, right, after the application, because they get a notification, basically. Super simple. But this is the free community. Super simple. Again, like I'm telling you guys, these are the 3 simplest funnels that you can run right now. You're just going to have to figure out how to build this Discord, how to build this school. But here's all the systems for it. Here's how to drive traffic. Here's the strategies for the traffic. And it's very simple, right? That's funnel number 2, the free community funnel. So we just covered the VSL funnel, then the free school or Discord community funnel or whatever else you host your community on. Now we are going to cover the webinar funnel. This is also another amazing funnel, super simple as well. Quick overview. It's getting your audience to sign up for a free live class and also show up, because if they don't show up, you're not gonna make money. But the whole goal is to upsell them on this live webinar. So it's a free class, but if they want like whatever else it is you're selling at the end, they have to pay for it, of course. So obviously you're going to want to have a topic on this webinar. If you're like drop shipping, doing TikTok shop, trading, whatever, like say for example, this webinar is the whole entire topic is how to become a profitable trader in 2025, right? We're going to build a landing page around that. So you're going to want a curiosity headline. You're going to want to put the date and time that you're running it. Obviously like the registration button, all that good stuff. And we are running the 3 secrets method from Russell Brunson. Basically, make this page very like curiosity, intriguing. Don't like give away everything you're going to talk about on this training, or else no one's going to sign up or even show up, right? So simple landing page. Once they click apply, obviously, to register, they have to put in their name, their phone number, and their email, obviously. And then once they put that in, they registered, they get sent automatically to this thank you page, basically just hyping up the class. They're going to have a button to join our community, which is Discord or School or even Telegram, so that we can send them reminders before the class. This is just an extra touch point to get them to show up. And then also steps to kind of confirm their sign up and also like make sure that they show up, right? And then also a reminder, here's what we're going to do on the class. This is a landing page. This is where we're going to be sending traffic to for the next like 1 to 2 weeks. So just make sure this looks like pretty decent. It's all locked in, all good. On the traffic side of things, we are now going to promote this page, like I just said, for the next week or two. How do we do that? YouTube is kind of like a little bit harder for webinar promotion, but you can still kind of just leave the link to sign up for the webinar in the description. And if you think you'll be doing webinars for a long time, you can even throw in like a CTA in your video. But this really isn't the best platform for promoting webinars, but that's why we have Instagram, and also Meta ads, of course. So Instagram, this is the best app for conversions, obviously. So this will be a great place to get webinar registrants if you do it correctly. What we have set up is just like a quick 6-7 days story sequence. It's just like a story every single day mentioning the webinar, right? Number 1, the first day is just like, we just ran like a mentorship, a high ticket mentorship. So we're kind of framing this as like, okay, everyone who missed the mentorship, damn, it kind of like covers the words, but for everyone who missed the mentorship, we are going to be hosting a live free training. Okay. So I know a lot of you guys couldn't afford it, whatever, it sucks you guys missed out, but we're going to be doing a live free training. Kind of asking them first, like, who would be interested in this? We're doing a poll for people saying yes or no. Day 2, obviously everyone's saying yes. So we're like, okay, looks like you guys want it. What time should we do it? And then also hype it up and get some signups right here as well. Then we are going to show the progress on making the slides, build up scarcity, get more signups, build more scarcity, show more progress, showcase reminder, signups, all that good stuff. Boom. Kind of just like a simple sequence. Final day reminders, just letting everyone know, oh, it's today, here's the time, here's the date. And then when you go live, obviously, you're going to say, yo, we're live. Simple. Just getting a ton of registrants for the next week, 2 weeks, whatever. We're kind of on like a tight timeline on this, so we're doing this within a week. But that's Instagram. You can also put it inside your bio as well for this time frame. And yeah, also ads are a very, very effective way of running traffic to your webinar as well. Just run ads directly to the registrant page and test different creatives, see what performs best, and you're good. Extra ways you can promote this as well. You can do email blasts. You can do community announcements to people if you already have them. For example, if you already have people inside your free school, you can, announce that, yo, we're doing a webinar. Or we can even do, to make this even a little bit more spicy, is, yo, we're doing a free webinar, but you have to join our free community first to join the webinar, to get the link. You can even do that. But you can do that. And then you can also get people who engaged, like who are already signed up. You can get them to promote your webinar for a free resource, for example. So, yo, post on your story, we're running this class, and I'll send you this. Super simple. You can get a ton of registrants. Now, the actual webinar, I'm not going to go into the depths of webinars in this video. Maybe I will in another future video. But for now, if you want a lot of information on how to properly set up a webinar, I have a 12-page doc on everything you need to know about webinars so that you can do this yourself, and you can actually find that in the description. It's just going to be a doc, no like sign up or anything for that, just giving it to you guys for free. But yes, from there, you're going to be presenting your slide presentation on there. And at the end, you'll be pitching one of your offers. So this is either going to be like a low ticket community, a mid ticket course, or like a book a call for a high ticket mentorship, something along those lines. If you're doing a low ticket community, for the people who pay, you can like also upsell these people. And you don't just want to like run the webinar and then only target the people who pay and stuff. I'll show you what I mean by that. But basically, if you're doing a low ticket community on the webinar, once people pay, once the webinar is over, you want your dialer to call these people and basically be like, yo, saw you bought, like, yo, how'd you like it? And then potentially upsell them onto the high ticket mentorship. Get them booked on a call if they're qualified, basically. Similar to the free school funnel, right? They're opting in, but instead they're paying here. And now you're dialing them and you're trying to upsell them. Same thing for the mid-ticket course. They pay, upsell them to the call for actual mentorship. Super simple. And then also book a call. If you're doing on the webinar, if you are upselling to, yo, here's my mentorship, book a call. Number one, you're going to want to make sure that you mention the price on the webinar, okay? Because you don't want people hopping on these calls and be like, yo, I didn't know it was like $3,000, right? You want the warmest leads because these people have been with you for an hour. So it's like if they're showing up to these calls, their close rate's going to be crazy, right? But if they book a call, they'll go through the sales process. They're all good, right? If they don't book a call, that's fine. We have their information from when they opted in. Remember up here, they opt in for the webinar. So we still have their information. We are going to call these people still and be like, yo, how'd you like the class? We're going to ask them why they didn't book a call kind of, and then try and book them in if they're qualified, if they're interested. Now, obviously, as you can see, all of these lead to book a call, just as the other ones, the high ticket mentorship. They'll go through the sales process, which I'll show you in a different video, link in description for that. But these are the 3 simplest funnels you can run for high ticket coaching. But you're still kind of missing one thing, which I kind of just talked about. So you now have the knowledge on how you can build and run the 3 simplest funnels for high ticket mentorship, which, by the way, if you don't want to build this by yourself or go through the struggles of figuring out, like setting up everything, and you want someone to build this for you, you can schedule a call below. But like I was saying, you now know how to book someone in. But when it comes to after people book in a call, there's a whole entire process that you need to follow to make sure that these people who booked in a call actually show up and actually close. So book a call. What's next? We have the sales process. So again, I made a video breaking down my sales process that you can implement into your coaching business to get over an 80% show rate and an over a 50% close rate. That will be in the description below. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, subscribe, book a call below. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.